Now, wholesaling. We mentioned before that you might get $10,000 wholesaling a real estate deal. Who wants to make $900,000 right now wholesaling a business acquisition? Okay, right. So I got 1 minute and 1 minute 50 seconds left, so I'm going to do this. So I need 4 volunteers, please, to come up on stage. Okay, yes, come up. Yes, sir. 3, 4. 4 people. I need 4 people on stage. So what we're doing is, one of my favorite deal structures is called the annuity deal, right? And an annuity deal is like a rent-to-own model. It's like buying a business like you would lease a car. So rather than going and paying a huge chunk of money at close, what you're actually doing is you're just renting to buy that business, like a lease purchase. And there's massive benefits to this. They're really, really fast deals. You can do these deals in a matter of hours or days. You can pay the seller more money because you don't have to go to the bank. It's very, very light touch in terms of due diligence. And remember that $202,000 investment pot? Most of these retirees, they want income. They're not bothered about getting a big closing payment, paying 50% tax, and then figuring out how to turn that into an income stream. They'd rather just have the income stream from selling the business, right? So I'm going to show you how to do this on an annuity deal, but with wholesaling. So let's say we do the same deal as before, $3 million in revenue, $300,000 in profit, but we're going to pay a higher multiple now. We're not going to pay $750 for this business. We're going to pay $1.2 million because the seller's taken all the risk. We're going to be paying the seller over 10 years for this deal, $120,000 a year, but we're still going to grow it in the same way. So we're going to grow that business to $1 million in cash flow within 3 years. And what's really, really cool about this is a buyer, a seller, and the wholesaler can all make money in this deal. So let's see what happens. Right, so the gentleman at the end, you're my wholesaler, right? So you just hold that. Can everybody see that? So he's my wholesaler. The gentleman here, he's my buyer in 2023. So he's just closed this deal. We've got the seller, Salvatore. And then we've got Mark at the end. So Mark, you're actually the business, right? So you're not a human being. Okay. Although you're a very handsome man, right? So you're actually the business. So Mark's the business. The business is cash flowing $300,000 per year, right? So this is how we divvy that up. So you're the seller. You're saying, great, I want $1.2 million to sell my business. You can pay me over 10 years. It's $120,000 a year. So the cash flow's generating $300,000. The seller's getting $120,000. The buyer, you just walked into $90,000 of free cash flow.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, right? It's a free business.
Absolutely.
It's cost you nothing.
Cool.
But the wholesaler, he's locked that deal up under contract, right? And he's still going to get $90,000 a year from that business over 10 years. So over 10 years, he's going to make $900,000. The buyer, if he doesn't grow the business, will still make $900,000. But we're now in 2026. The seller, he's still making his $120,000 a year. And then Mark now, his business is now, remember, it's cash flowing $1 million a year. So what happens in 2026 is $1 million cash flowing out of that business. The seller's still getting the $120,000. He's happy. He's retired. He's not living in Mississippi. The wholesaler's still making his $90,000 a year. He's not having to do anything. He could do 10 of these a day. He's not having to do any of the work. But the buyer, he's now cash flowing $790,000 a year. And the buyer's going to get all of the exit when he actually sells that business. So, does anybody want to learn how to do this? This would be really, really cool. Okay, so I can't teach you today because I need about 4 hours. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a free training over 4 days, starting 22nd of January. So snap the QR code. It's all about how to rent to own businesses. It's going to teach you how to wholesale deals and how to do these annuity deals yourself, where you never have to go anywhere near a bank to raise capital, show you how to find these deals, how to get them under contract, and either sell them to other people or buy them yourself. Starts on the 22nd of January. Really appreciate your time and attention today. Hope you found it useful. Hit me up on Instagram and on YouTube at Carl Allen Official. I'm putting content out there all the time. It's been an absolute pleasure. But give my wholesaler, my buyer, my seller, and my business cash flow a round of applause. Thanks very much indeed.